G'day YouTube, Down to Bricks here, back with another Star Wars face-off. That's right, it's the Battle of the Walkers. And I've got to say I'm pretty excited because I love walkers. First up, I'd just like to say I have chosen the 2010 AT-AT to go up against a Guerrilla Walker. Really just because the 2010 is a little bit more smaller than the 2014 version, and I really just want to try and highlight the fact that the Guerrilla Walker is supposed to be a lot bigger than the AT-AT. And yes, I'm going to call it AT-AT. I was a child of the 80s and that's what we called them back in the day, so don't shoot me. Today I'll be going through the features of both of these walkers. We'll be checking out all of the minifigs and then I'll be wrapping it up with my final thoughts. If you like what you're seeing, please give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. But it's time to get the details out of the way. So first of all, on the left, we have the 2010 all-terrain armoured transport walker. It is set 8129, has 815 pieces and came with 8 minifigs. On the right, we have this year's all-terrain Mega Caliber 6 or the First Order Heavy Assault Walker. It is set 75189, has 1,376 pieces and 5 minifigs. So let's get started and check out those minifigs. Starting with the 2010 model, we have the Rebel Trooper and C-3PO. C-3PO is a little bit plain compared to the minifigures we get nowadays, but the Trooper is really cool. Some very nice printing, a nice helmet, and while we don't get any rear printing on these figures, we do get a backpack for the Trooper. Continuing with the good guys, we do get the Rogue Han Solo and Luke Skywalker in his pilot outfit. Luke comes with his lightsaber and a whip piece that you can use as a grapple effect to hang from the AT-AT. Luke comes with this awesome helmet with some very nice printing. So Han gets a raw deal here with only Luke having rear torso printing. We also get 2 snow troopers. Really love these minifigs. I think they look awesome. We don't get any rear torso printing and they do come with the all black minifig head, and the headpiece and backpack is all one piece. And last of all, for 2010, 2 more minifigs I really love. We have General Veers and the AT-AT driver. We get some awesome printing on the driver, and his helmet piece is just very sweet. He does come with the all black minifig head again, and both of these minifigs have rear torso printing. On to our 2017 minifigs. Of course, we have Rey and Captain Poe Dameron. So Rey has a very similar outfit to the previous versions of Rey. It is different printing, different coloured printing. Very nice hairpiece. I like this hairpiece that we get for Rey. And of course we do get some rear torso printing and an alternate face print. Poe is looking very suave. He has a nice jacket print there. There's no printing on the legs at all. And we do get a little bit of printing on the back of the torso, as well as an alternate face print. On opposite sides, we have our Resistance Trooper and the First Order Stormtrooper. Really dig this Resistance Trooper. He looks very cool. Some nice printing on the rear of the torso there. We get a bit of a hoodie print as well. But yeah, some very nice torso printing on the front and onto the legs. And I really like this helmet piece. That's a 2-piece helmet. Does have this lifting visor. Well, actually it's not really a visor. It's like the chin strap piece. And he only has 1 face print. Starting with the face for the Stormtrooper, it is the same print for the driver as well, and of course it's just the usual angry clone face, and it's just our regular Stormtrooper. Just have a little bit of rear torso printing. And now on to our AT-M6 driver. And I have to say, I think I've saved the best till last. I absolutely love this minifig. That stripe on the helmet, the mix of the grey and the white on the legs and torso. I just absolutely love this minifig. It is definitely the highlight of the minifigs for this new set for me. Lots of very fine printing on the chest and legs. And again, that helmet, some nice printing on that. A bit of a different style helmet to the Stormtrooper. I really can't get enough of this minifig. It is absolutely fantastic. We do get a little bit of rear torso printing. And of course, I won't bother showing you the face print because it is just the angry clone. But yeah, really impressed with this minifig. The first thing to look at for the 2010 model is this Rebel Blaster Cannon Outpost. We do get a swivel action to it. It does look pretty cool. Not a whole lot to it. You can rotate it up and down as well. And we do have a joystick here, control stick as well. Pretty simple, but it does look good. Onto the 2010 AT-AT model itself. The first thing to notice is Luke dangling from underneath the AT-AT. And of course it's just using that whip piece. Now you can just slide that in this panel in here to hold him, or you can actually clip it onto a stud and have him dangling underneath. But that is very cool. We get some very nice detailing on the outside of the leg, but not a lot on the inside of the leg, and some very nice detailing underneath the body of the AT-AT. All of these panels on the front and back do open slightly. There's nothing inside there though, but this main panel here does open like so, and inside you can actually slide this out, and we have a little posse for our two snow troopers and Veers himself, and they are stickers to detail the display there. So that is pretty cool. That's all the interior room that we have, and that just slides back in there like so. And that's just come off. Clip that down. Everything's a little bit stiff on this older model. For the articulation of the legs, we can rotate the front leg all the way out to there, and then we can even come back from vertical. One click. We do have bends at the knee as well, front and back, and a little bit of rotation on the ankle. On the back of the model we have again some nice detailing, like the use of the 6-gun shooters. From this side, a few more details, and of course the head. Now the head doesn't have a lot of articulation to it. You can only move it side to side like that. I like the design here for the cannons. We do have shovels as well for a bit more detail, and there is one sticker here on the front, and you can actually see, if I get that a bit closer, that is starting to peel, that sticker, which is unfortunate. And then for the cockpit itself, if you open up, there's our pilot sitting in there, and you can fold that piece forward a little bit as well. So not a lot going on the inside there, and he doesn't actually clip in the pilot, he just drops in on a tile, just sits in there like that. And now on to our first order heavy assault walker, the all-terrain Mega Caliber 6 AT-M6 Guerrilla Walker. This thing has almost as many names as what it does parts. The first thing to note is the level of detail. So some awesome detail on this walker, especially on the legs. I think that all looks fantastic. Lots of detail down the back and especially the front legs. Again, bit sparse on the inside of the leg. A quick look at the Mega Caliber 6. You can see it just rotating out there. We'll get a closer look at that play feature. Again, most of these panels here open up, so let's open up this top panel. Doesn't reveal too much, and we'll open up this panel here, and hey, what's Poe doing in there? I guess that just highlights the lack of another stormtrooper, so let's close those up. This one here opens, not a lot there either, and down here this one opens as well. Inside we have 6 studs for our stud shooter. From the other side, again, both of these panels open out, and there's our stormtrooper in there. We do have some clips here for some spare bolts for the stud shooter as well, or the spring loaded shooter I should say. And then if we open this one here, we get a little box, and in that box we get 2 little studs for our shooter. And now the articulation for the legs. So the back leg here goes out quite a long way. You can do a bit of a donkey kick, and forward you can come a fair way forward as well. A lot of knee bend, again, ankle pivot there, and the front does rotate up quite a way as well, and then back it actually doesn't go past vertical. It actually hits on that point there. You can see it hitting there, and then of course you do get knee bend and the ankle tilt as well. Taking a look at the back of the walker, some nice details again, and we have these awesome looking canisters along the back. Now you can detach these canisters, so you can take them off. They just clip on that stud piece there, and I'm not exactly sure what these canisters are, so I don't know if there's some sort of fuel canister or whether they actually are a weapon, so some type of mine or something that can drop as it walks along. But whatever it is, it's definitely a weakness point for this walker. And now a closer look at the Mega Caliber 6. Awesome little play feature, this one. You can actually lift your cannon up and down like so using this lever at the back. You can also push it front and back as well. So very useful little play feature, and of course you can rotate it to shoot your stud. So let's see, there we go. And they've just gone absolutely everywhere. And now onto the head of the walker, and we do get some very nice movement of the head. So it's actually pinned on the back of the neck and the front of the neck. So you can turn the head like that, and you can also move the neck like that. So you can actually get a bit like a snake effect to the head. Quite a lot of weaponry on the head as well. We do get these side cannons here. We do get some nose cannons here as well. And we do have the play feature of the spring-loaded shooters there. And you can see the back of the bolt just there. And you can fire those off. So overall, some very nice detail on the head of the walker. Now to get inside, we can just lift this top hatch right up, and you can bring this front hatch forward, and there is our pilot inside. Not a lot of detail on the inside here. We do get this printed inverted tile for the display, so that is a nice piece, and that just clips on down in there. But other than that, there's not much else on the interior. And just to finish off, I thought I'd try and put him in a gorilla pose. Is a little bit difficult with this leg articulation. Let's just do some side-by-side comparisons. You can see that the gorilla walker is a bit taller, and he's also a little bit longer. Okay, so there we have it with our walker face-off. So my final thoughts, look, I don't want to talk about the 2010 walker too much. I do want to focus more on the gorilla walker. It is the new set, it is the available set now. So I want to talk about that a little bit more. Not really going to pick which one I like better, because honestly, I'm going to go the OT stuff all day long. In saying that, I do really like what Lego have done with the gorilla walker. Of course, we haven't seen the movie yet, so things might change. So just very quickly on the 2010 model, there's not as much greebling on the armoured plates and the legs. I think that could have been improved a little bit. The head articulation isn't the best. Fantastic selection of minifigs. Wow, we got 8 minifigs, so that is very cool, and we get a decent amount of interior space. So with the ATM6, I don't have a huge amount of negative things, just a few little nitpicks. So let's talk about those. The actual detailing on the inside of the legs, both of these walkers suffer from that. I'd like a little bit more detailing on the inside just to cover up the Technic pieces. But overall, the detail on the legs is fantastic on the outside of the legs. The leg articulation, I think, is really cool on both models. On the gorilla walker though, I really wish that that front leg on the shoulder, you would have been able to rotate that back just a little bit. I guess my biggest gripe overall is the minifig selection. So 5 minifigs. So here we have the Assault Walker, and we get 2 first order characters to go with it. Now, I think that's pretty poor. We got 3 resistance and 2 first order. I mean, it just doesn't quite balance out. I would have liked to see more first order troopers and the like, and probably less resistance. They could have put those in the other sets and maybe just beef this one up with some more first order characters, some more troopers. But at the very least, we should have got 1 more first order stormtrooper, just so we could have put a trooper on each side of the walker. So I think that was a big miss from Lego. Overall, I'm very, very happy with this walker. It looks great, really does look fantastic. The detail, as I said, on the legs, the detail, the armoring on the legs, that is just really awesome. Just sort of really highlights the improvements that they made on the AT-AT, over the AT-AT, just to strengthen the legs and to make it a more formidable foe when it comes down to battle. I really like the head design on the walker as well. The use of pieces to get that look of the chin, I thought that was very well done. And overall, it's just a very good looking model. So I really do give it a big thumbs up. If you love your walkers, and I know you do, definitely go and pick up this walker. Do look for it on discount, don't pay full price, and I'm sure you'll love it too. So that's all we have time for today. I hope you did enjoy this face-off. Always love getting the walkers out. So you got to hear all my thoughts. Now I want to hear from you. So please put all your thoughts in the comments. Let's have a bit of a chat about it. And if you didn't hit it before and you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. While you're there, hit that bell, that little bell notification, and then you'll be notified of all my video uploads. And if you've stumbled onto my channel for the first time, please hit the subscribe button, because I have stacks more on the way for you. So thank you everybody for taking the time to watch, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.